Hi, how's it going, everyone? And whoever tuned in, thanks for checking it out. Today, I'm going to talk about a few things like every day. Hope you enjoy it, and the ones who disagree, you got that right, and just keep it polite. That's all I ask. In the comments with each other, and but be logical with it too, because that's a problem that we have on the internet these days. It's a lot worse than what it used to be. It was never as bad as it is now. The internet, the way there's censorship, people bullying, saying crazy things, the lack of comprehension and understanding, and those two things are paramount, as well as the open-mindedness. They're paramount to being able to have a dialogue, a civil dialogue, or even just a basic one. And you could see it's so prevalent on every platform. So let's not just target TikTok or X, which is now even worse than what it was before, because it became just like a type of Republican bashing platform. Like, just a lot of people that's filled with hate, blaming the wrong parties for the way their life is. But what are you gonna do? It's money that really rules all this stuff, that has the power. Back in the day on the internet, people were more understanding. They knew how to communicate, or if they didn't agree, they wouldn't tell a person to go in their self. And that came through with a certain generation, like around 2010, 2011. You started seeing that. It's like a bunch of people from 4chan or something, the most toxic part of the internet, started coming out on every platform, every space. And it's crazy how 4chan is even still a site that's active with all the crazy stuff. They've had CP, all kind of stuff on there. Like, a quick search can show you some of the wild things, even going as far as to them organizing hackers to hack a site that was for people with epilepsy, to have flashing images on it to induce them to have a seizure. And the site's still up, but many other sites have been taken down for a lot less. That just shows you how crazy and twisted our government is. And it's really just to serve evil in the world. If you want to call it negative energy, darkness, even though that kind of supports the white supremacy type narrative, calling everything bad, dark. Hopefully, we could turn it around, but I doubt that. I think it's gonna get worse than what it is. Be real bad before it gets better, because at the top they want these things. And even though we got a good bit of good people out here, they kill good people. As soon as you get any type of power, or you start influencing the masses of the what we used to call sheeple, they'll take you out. It's just like how they say, hey, if you're black people, go make your own stuff. And like, we've got countless stories of towns, businesses, everything, people that when they do it or try, they get attacked or killed, targeted, and it gets destroyed. So it's a similar thing. It's just like that. That's what could lead us. That's what shows us that this is not about race, even though our ethnicities do. It is a part in it. It's mainly about the fight between good and evil. And if we don't course correct, which, like I said, I don't think we can. It's just, I'm a Christian, so I believe in the Bible, but I know that if we could all, if the good would all come together and start, working together on the same agenda and not be confused by all the stuff out here that is put to confuse us, it could happen where we'd be saved, where we can get ourselves out of this and take the power back from the other side, the negative. But we got confused people out here who think they're doing good, but they really doing bad. Being overly cautious, they'll tell a person that is good, hey, don't do that, don't say that, because it'll get you killed, which I understand, but that's part of it. So, yeah. It's almost like fighting a losing battle, but we just gotta, if you're really a good natured person, you gotta do it. You're gonna do it anyway. So, yeah. It's just like music. How music is very important. It influences all. And what you put, our body is like, I forgot the exact percentage, but it's a large part of water. And if you do any research, or if you know about how sound affects water, as well as ice, because it is water, how the water freezes, it even does that. So it's like water has memory, and we're a large part of water. The music you listen to affects you hugely. So that's why they make sure to control the music. And who are they? Hey, I know they are negative, because they run the top, and look where everything is going and how it is. And whether you believe in God or not, it's not coincidence Satan was the head of the music, the choir or whatever. So yeah, that's that. And look at music, look at rap, most rap. There are some good songs though. There are some positive rap songs and stuff, but they perpetuate the negative. So that's what gets the money, and that's what's gonna motivate people to go, because they create the infrastructure and the need for it, and then it's supply and demand. They create the demand, and then they can create the supply, and that's what they do. So yeah, I got this one song I like for y'all to check out. It's called Ghost Ride by Black Odyssey, Mariba. It's BLK. I'm gonna put it in the description, and it might be on the thumbnail, but yeah, BLK ODYSSY. Yeah, that song is real nice. I like it. The only thing I disagree with it though is when he says black men of food stamps and something else, food stamps and welfare keep the black man on his knees, whenever it's really black women who were used for that. It's not black men. But yeah, the album cover for Black Vintage, BLK Vintage by Black Odyssey, is so telling. The way he sits standing in this body of water, and there's black hands reaching up around him. Because being a black man, a good one that does his job, does what he's supposed to do responsibly, you have to take on the role of like so many people. It's like you don't have to, but often that's what happens. That's what ends up happening. And a lot of people ends up relying on you. And it feels like that album cover pretty much. And if you're a stand-up brother like me, then you felt that. And it's so deep. I'm sure there's other races of people that can, men and women that could relate to it. But it's very telling. It's very telling. So that's another reason why I really like. I gotta get a poster or something made out of that. And yeah, keep that with me. Because it's deep. I like it. It's rare that I like album covers, but that's one that I like. So yeah, definitely check out that song. But we African American men, we constantly protect our women, but it's not reciprocated back largely. So, and that's the sad part of it. But they did construct for this to happen like this. But at some point, you got to take some accountability. And like Kevin Samuels would say, you know, he was a blessing and he was a godsend. But look at how the women in our race, in the African American race, attacked him and celebrated at his assassination. Because yes, he was assassinated. Because he was very healthy, and the woman who did it is believed from the doctor reports that she is an African American woman from the islands, and she was a nurse. So you know, if you know how to do that, you could do it. Now I do believe that FBI and CIA might have had something to do with it, because he was talking about a lot of issues from marketing on down, and how they did it, how they destroyed and damaged the family, the nuclear family is what they call it. I just call it families. And yeah, it's like you can't help them. And that's another thing I had to grow up in those, because I was raised by a bunch of black women, so that's all that was around for me. Besides, excuse me, my cousins. You know, we had the male cousins and stuff like that. And it's the way it goes is that the women can do and say what they want, but the males can't in this race. That's how it goes. And it's rarely said, because, you know, the backlash that you get, but the truth is the truth, and that's what I'm about 100%. And the facts. So yeah, and they just keep. It's like the black woman. They're insatiable with wanting to be praised, worshipped. Jada Pinkett Smith is a prime example. Aisha Curry is a prime example. It just does. My mother. If you have a black mom, if you really just watch, Prince said it. Maybe I'm like my mother, I'm never satisfied. It's an endless thing. They just never happy. And I say I'm speaking in generals, because when it's majority, that's what you can do. That's what you do. So yeah. And if you say anything other than worship to them, you hate black women, is what they say. And that's BS. I'm not even dealing with that. Anytime there's order, they'll try to destroy it. They'll mess it up. I had to grow up and learn this. I had to watch it. I watched it from various avenues, from different families. Even whenever they get with other races of men, those guys could say something, but if they would say something, they would be called, you know, some racist thing, or like a racist or white supremacist. And I'm not saying that some of them might not be, but, you know, there's a truth in it. Two people could be on one side, but on that side for different reasons. It don't mean that they're all the same. They're on that side due to the same circumstances or whatever. But, yeah. It's like the black woman, she's responsible for the colorist, a large part of the colorism stuff that goes on due to the insecurities. Like Shahrazad Ali mentioned, like their insecurities, they have a psychotic insecurity. And I've tried to, as I grew up, I pump positive affirmations to my sister, but she grew up still just despising and hating black men. But there was no black men around for her to really even like blame. You can't blame a father for not being there and blame him for you being raised the way you are. It's just illogical. It doesn't make sense. But they do that, and that's crazy. And I see so many times, like, people try to help them, like Caucasian women, white women, they step off they give them the cartoon voiceover roles, movie roles, step back, like this light-skinned sister that was gonna be in Black Panther. She's totally stepped back and was like, "No, I'm not gonna do it. Hire somebody, get a darker shade of black woman." Due to the attacks she would get, they do this all the time, and it's just insatiable. It's unsatisfying. They just keep doing it. It's like you have to work on yourself, sis. Elder, you gotta work. They gotta work on their own insecurities, cause no one can do that. You can't. No one can do it for you. We tried. A lot of people tried. I've seen it, but it is too insecure. So the fixing has to start at home. It gotta start with them. They just like they say about therapy and stuff. You gotta want to get the help and they don't. It appears they don't. So yeah. And they just constantly keep attacking. They attack light-skinned sisters. They attack white women for no reason. Both of these people are innocent. They would constantly call black men homosexuals when that was not their sexual preference or whatever. They would do that as I think he down low, and that stuff ruins these guys' reputation and careers sometimes. Mainly back in the day, but it puts a stigma on them. I mean, you know this if you pay attention. Everything I'm saying here is facts. It's there. The proof is there. Don't shoot the messenger, like they say. And the truth is the light. And if you hate it, then you're the darkness, and you're gonna lose. So yeah, so let me know, what do you think in the comments? Post some of your experiences. Please share this. Hopefully it'll be to help, someone to not feel alone and to feel understood. Because a lot of what I said it doesn't get said. Yeah. So check out that song. And I'll have some more for you in the next video. Bye.